What's up, Tube? Welcome to Leguido's Chop Shop. I got a bucket of Goxter. So we got the. I should probably tell you what we're doing here. I've basically got the gels that I sorted out from my previous gel sorting video. I've got all the 7.0 to 7.3s. Gladiators, Armatech, X-Force Black Label, and Tenacity, AKAs, whatever you want to call them, and the older AKAs as well. What I've got is I've got a standard blaster. I think it's chronoed in at 330 last time we chronoed it. 330, I think. And that's what we're going to be using. It's the same one we used in the glasses test. So we've got a bin. Let me just pen up. There is a bin 30 meters down there. That's going to be what we're aiming at. There is also another camera down there closer to the bin, and there is also a can on top of the bin for bonus points. Yeah. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting a mag of each of the different varieties of gels and just trying to see if there is a difference in accuracy. Now, I've done this sort of thing in the past and it's tough to see on video, so I guess you're gonna have to somewhat take my word for what I can see versus what the video sees. But I'm gonna set us up and let's get this started. So this is the blaster we're going to be using. It's a J9 with a riser R1 hop up. Pretty standard sort of stuff. This one's pretty battle tested, and this is what we're going to be using. I'd like to think that this is sort of akin to the sort of blaster that most people would probably own or be using at fields. It's not like one of the real high-end $1,000 things, but this is something that I think most people would be using. Alright, so I've loaded up a mag of the Gladiators first. Let's give them a try. Alright, I just had a slight jam. There we go, jam cleared. These have been filtered, so they shouldn't be jamming too much. Let's go again, continue on. Jam again, mag out, clear jam, go again. Alright, that was a mag of the Gladiators. I got a few of them on target. This particular blaster seems to have a little bit of a swing to the right, but we'll deal with that. All right, the next gels we've got in, I've got a mag of the Ultras, the Ozgel Ultras. Let's see how they go. Oh, close to that can. And that is the mag. Alright, so that was actually quite interesting. Despite the Gladiators and the Armortex being very, very similar in their construction, I'd even go as far to say they're probably the same. I didn't get any jams with the Ultras, but they didn't seem to be hitting the mark like the Gladiators were. I was seeing a lot of the Ultras dropping low. I was aiming in the same spot, but the Ultras seemed to be dropping low, and the Gladiators seem to be hitting the target a lot better. Again, that can be compensated for if you're doing that, but I just found that interesting. Here we go with the X-Force. Got the X-Force Black Label now. Really excessively swinging to the right. I mean, again, that is a characteristics of this particular blaster. It's something that I think I'll probably have to have a look at this and sort that out, but like it's really exaggerated, I've found. I found, that's the end of the Mac. I found the X-Force seemed to be hopping a lot higher. I haven't adjusted the hop up at all for any of these different gels, so it looked like the X-Force was hopping a bit higher. Actually, a lot of the rounds were going over the top of the bin rather than hitting it. Alright, now I've got the new batch of the Tenacities, or the new AKAs that don't say AKA on them, and let's see how we go. Alright, got a jam, clearing jam, mag in. Another jam. Clear jam. Seem to be getting a lot of downward hop on these. Again, I haven't adjusted the hop up for any of these. Another jam. I haven't adjusted the hop up for any of these different gels. Alright, that is the Tenacities. Alright, and the last batch I've got at the moment. Actually, no, I think just for shiggles, I'm going to throw in a batch of standard milkies at the end. But I got the AKAs, the original AKA branded Tenacity Weight Hard gels. All right, here we go. Original AKAs. Alright, battery dead. We're gonna swap a battery in. Alright, fresh battery. Original AKAs. Here we go. Jam. Quit. And there we go, that is out of gels. Now just for, just to cover the whole lot, this is a mag of regular milkies. And that is the mag out. Okay, well, the footage from these tests didn't really go according to plan, and I've often said that I don't shoot accuracy videos because of this reason. It's very difficult to capture on video exactly what's going on. I had to borrow a blaster to to film the video. That might sound weird, but believe it or not, I don't have any blasters. Um, and I something went wrong with the camera at the bin, the camera that was set up with the bin. I got some footage from it, and some of it was like really blurry and borderline unusual usable, and it didn't really add too much. Anyway, like it didn't add that much to it, much more than you could already not see. Um, but here's my basic um, synopsis of what happened. The Ultras and the Gladiators, without a doubt, were the straighter and harder hitting gels of the test. They jammed a couple more times than the rest. I did actually get some jams on the AKAs as well. So, I mean, that's one of the things about harder gels is that you kind of have to make your gear suit the gel. So, yeah, the tolerances are going to be a little bit tighter. If you get a double feed, it's going to jam with the hard gels. So, I mean, that's something to keep in mind as well. But the X-Force and the AKAs and the new non-AKA Tenacity gels, they all seemed very similar. But the Ultras and the Gladiators were definitely uh, they they seem to be straighter and further. Having said that, I have filtered these previously. Um, so again, if you're going off of just consistency alone, I think the AKAs and the X Force are probably better in their consistency because I'd had to filter out a lot of the larger gels from the Gladiators and the Ultras. So yes, if I hadn't have filtered them, it may have been a different story. Maybe there would have been more jams, but I can't talk about what didn't happen, what could have happened because I don't know. This is the end of the story. We're only speculating on things we don't know about. For sure, the Ultras and Gladiators seemed to hit harder and make the distance better. The AKAs and the X Force also massive improvement on the Milkies. I just threw the Milkies in the end there just for a for a fun comparison. But yeah, there's hardly a comparison comparing the Milkies to the new harder gels. Um, there's the harder gels definitely fly better, straighter, more predictable, more consistent. I did find that the X Force, for whatever reason, tended to hop a lot more than the rest of them. I don't know why that. I've got no explanation for why that happened, but they seem to be hopping a lot over the target. So you may have to compensate by adjusting your hop up for that. For any new set of gel, I guess like for every set that you use, you may have to adjust your hop up slightly. Um, what can I say? I'd like to say that the results speak for themselves, but I think it's still a little bit too broad. I mean, the one thing I can say for sure, for sure, 100%, these are better than Milkies in the way that they fly. Better than the Armatex as well. We did do a quick test of the Armatex, which wasn't on the video, but yeah, I mean they're definitely an improvement. I can see why they're so popular, but I guess if you are going to use these, you're probably no, not probably. You are definitely going to need to tune your setup to these gels. You're not going to be going out and just buying an off-the-shelf blaster and then throwing these in them and expecting them to work. You're going to have to tune your setup to these gels. You're going to have to filter the gels. You're going to have to probably get custom T-pieces made up that are tighter tolerance so that there's less double feeds and jams. Um, you will have to set your hop up accordingly to the particular gels you have. You're definitely going to have to make changes to make these things worthwhile. Um, that's not a bad thing for the people who are in there that are already highly tuning their blasters. This is definitely a good thing, but I would not recommend buying a stock Gen 8 off the shelf and then just chucking these in them. You probably will get better results from the from the like the standard gels or Milkies for that matter. Um, but yeah, once you do some mods and whatnot, then yeah, these are definitely going to come into their own. Anyway, that's enough talking from me, I think. I'm sorry this video wasn't probably as uh, informative as it should have been. Uh, yeah, just shooting accuracy on camera. It just does, unless you got like some crazy high resolution cameras with slow mo or something. I don't know. It just doesn't really work. I'm sorry. I've done it in the past and it's not really worked then either. So, uh, I thought I might be able to come up with something better for you guys, but yeah, sorry, couldn't deliver. Don't forget, I've still got that XTP CO2 GBB that I am giving away. I'm giving it away to subscribers of this channel. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, because I am going to release a video shortly detailing what you're going to need to do to win that blaster. I want to. I mean, I'm aiming for 20k subscribers, but I don't think I'm going to get there. I'll probably get bored and give it away before that happens. But yeah, hit that subscribe button anyway, and we're going to be giving away that XTP in the future, hopefully soon. And patches as well. You can buy a patch from me. Just hit me up on Facebook for all the deets. Alright, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, peace.